Hello guys, welcome to my channel and I am here to share to you my takeaways regarding sa 4 topics na natackled natin this midterm period. First topic was the language of mathematics. Pangalawa, a mathematician's apology. Pangatlo, how can be a good at math and other surprising facts about learning. And lastly, the predictions. And after sharing my takeaway in those 4 specific topics, magbibigay din ako ng takeaway ko sa overall na natutunan ko sa mathematics in the modern world during midterm period. And let's start. The language of mathematics. In the age of advancement, technology, and innovation, which constantly change our lives, we cannot deny the fact that mathematics has a huge significance in the evolution of almost everything. In ancient times, mathematics was just a study dealing with numbers, and through the years of studying and discovering, it has become an important part of every human life, a very vital source and inquiry on anything we do and on something that we can encounter every day. For instance, are the instruments that we use as measurement, pattern, and wide variety of calculations which utilize information from numbers to interpreted data. It is a powerful tool for global understanding and communication. Mathematics. Though we do not usually acknowledge that fact, math, in contrast to what do we often criticize, is not just about the number itself, but the science of patterns, symbols, and shapes, and also the study of such topics as quantity, structures, space, and the change that involves numbers. For example, the infrastructures done by the engineers and architects are possible due to the numerous calculations on blueprints. We can also consider the number of students who live in the city and how many schools or universities can accommodate those students. Another are the mathematical symbols that are very important, yet we fail to pay attention to them most of the time, but when the realization hit us like a lightning strike, that's the only time that we see more of them. We should keep in mind that every symbol has its corresponding meaning that demands attention on how much we disregard it. As we go deeper, I conclude that mathematics is everywhere. It is the very piece of uncountable things circulating around us, like the technology, which happen to continuously make our lives easier. The architects and engineers who use mathematics to create not just plain buildings, but also arts, which can be an interesting trademark of one country. And the teachers who teach us not just numbers, but a deeper understanding of lots of concepts that we have made it be academically related or not. The impact enough to remind us that all these conveniences that we are experiencing right now required our scientists, innovators, and all of us to make this advancement possible. It is one powerful tool before and now that can make visible things invisible. Just like what is stated in the prologue of Kate Dublin, the language of mathematics, making the invisible visible. There is no way we can understand what keeps a jumbo jet in the air. It takes mathematics to see what keeps an airplane aloft. Math helps us comprehend the world much better. To live in a mathematically driven world and not knowing math, it is like strolling through an art museum with your eyes closed. The second topic was a mathematician's apology. When we first heard the word apology, we assume na ang ibig sabihin nito is apologizing to someone or saying sorry to someone, but as we comprehend the reading, we found out that the real meaning of apology was justification or yung pagpo-prove sa isang bagay. As we read the article, we realize that the purpose of the author is to justify the misconceptions of everyone regarding mathematics. The author wants to prove that all our thoughts regarding math is not true. He enlightened us and showed us what really mathematics is. Tingin ko, apology, based dun sa reading na nabasa ko na A Mathematician's Apology. First reading was, a mathematician, like a painter or a poet, is a maker of patterns. If his patterns are more permanent than theirs, it is because they are made with ideas. Parang sinasabi lang dito na everything has its own beauty. It is created by patterns, but sometimes we don't give value to the beauty of something. We don't know what pattern is made in a particular object or thing because we are looking at it as is. Just like in art, where we don't appreciate and see the real beauty of painting by just looking at it because we will not understand the idea or the concept behind that painting. The only way for us to understand its meaning is by looking at it with a heart and with a passion for us to comprehend and think deeper on what was the painting depicts. Another is in poem, where we also needs a wide understanding and comprehension to appreciate its real message and meaning. Sa poem kasi, kinakailangan natin ng malawak na pag-unawa para maintindihan natin yung isang bagay. Kasi yung poem, hindi siya yung literal na words. Merong meaning behind those words and lines. In relation naman in mathematics, kailangan nating maintindihan para magawa natin ng mas madali yung isang problem. And malalaman na natin na kung paano ito isa-solve through different formulas and different concepts and ideas. The ideas like color and shape for painting and words for poet requires a beautiful blending to make it work, just like in mathematics. Ideas like numbers and formulas also needed to be together in a harmonious way to form a meaningful result. The beauty of mathematical theorem depends on its seriousness, as even in poetry, the beauty of line may depend to some extent on the significance of the ideas which it contains. Dito naman, parang sinasabi ng author na si Hardy na yung mathematical theorem, ma-appreciate lang natin, depende kung gaano tayo kaseryoso para ma-appreciate natin to, and kung gaano tayo kaseryoso para maintindihan natin yung mga theory na to, yung mga concept na yun, and yung mga ideas na yun. Kasi parang lang yan, parang sa totoong buhay, di ba? Kung hindi natin siseryosohin yung isang bagay, or hindi natin siseryosohin yung pagtingin sa isang bagay, hindi natin to maintindihan, hindi natin ma-appreciate at the same time, and hindi natin malalaman yung purpose kung bakit ba natin ginagawa ito, kung bakit ba andyan. And hindi natin ma-appreciate yung ginagawa natin. And nowadays, mathematics wasn't appreciated by most of people. Kasi di ba ngayon, parang ang dami pa ring misconception ng mga tao dun sa mathematics, like, ang hirap naman intindihin ng math na yan, hindi ko kaya intindihin yan, bakit ba natin ginagawa yan? Because dahil dun sa mga misconception na meron tayo sa society natin, si Hardy or yung author ng A Mathematician's Apology, pinrobe niya and justified niya na yung mathematics is not just mathematics because it is also interrelated to our life. We don't just appreciate it by now, but someday it will be appreciated, and all those misconceptions regarding mathematics will be erased in our society. Is yung How Can We Good at Math and Surprising Facts About Learning ni Joe Bowler dun sa may TED Talk. Dito, pinapakita sinabi din ni Joe Bowler dito kung paano ba tayo magiging magaling sa math and kung paano natin matututunan yung math and kung paano tayo matututo sa mga bagay-bagay and the way na mag-isip tayo and kung paano na-apekto yung pag-iisip natin na yan and paniniwala natin sa kaya nating gawin at sa magagawa natin. And sinabi din niya na what you have believed about your own potential has changed what you have learned and continues to do that. Continues to change your learning and your experience. Kasi dito, kung ano yung pinapaniwalaan mo, mababago nun yung pwedeng maging resulta nung gagawin mo na yun. And mababago nun kung paano tayo matututo. For example, pinaniwalaan mo na matututunan mo isang bagay na kaya mo yun. Magagawa mo yun kasi naniniwala ka na kaya mo. And naniniwala ka na magagawa mo yun. And if we believe in our unlimited potential, we will achieve high level in math, and hindi lang sa math, pati din sa totoong buhay natin, di ba? Pagka naniniwala kang kaya mo, magagawa mo. Pagka naniniwala ka hindi mo magagawa isang bagay. And kapag naniniwala ka hindi mo magagawa yun kasi natatakot ka magkamali, mali yun. Kasi our brain grows when we make a mistake in math, and not in math lang, pati din sa totoong buhay, di ba? The way na nagkakamali tayo, the more na nag-gain tayo ng knowledge and natututo tayo. Making mistakes are really good kasi nga, di ba nga, kapag nagkakamali tayo, pagka na-encounter natin yung mistakes na yun or yung struggle na yun, mas natututo tayo and mas nag-grow tayo as a person. And yung growth mindset growth mindset ng isang tao. Kapag yung isang tao is merong growth mindset, meron siyang unlimited potential, di ba? Kasi growth mindset, hindi sila sila yung taong hindi natatakot magkamali, kasi the way na nagkakamali sila, the way na mas natututo sila, yun yung paniniwala nila, and nagiging optimistic lang sila na kaya nilang gawin yung mga bagay na yun kahit alam nilang imposible, basta naniniwala silang kaya nila and magagawa nila. And what we'll learn is linked to our beliefs and to our feelings. Parang kasing kung ano yung natututunan natin, nakabase siya dun sa pinaniniwalaan natin and dun sa nararamdaman natin. For example, pagka nafe-feel and naniniwala ka hindi mo magagawa yung isang bagay kasi natatakot ka magkamali, mangyayari yon, hindi ka matututo, mag-stuck ka lang sa situation na yun. But if we think that we can do it, we are going to do it. Kapag naniwala tayo and naging optimistic lang tayo and naniwala tayo sa sarili nating potential, sa kakayahan natin, magagawa natin yung isang bagay, matututo tayo, and at the same time mag-grow tayo. Topic was predictions. Our lives seems more complicated and unpredictable than ever. Perhaps Professor Sautoy explores the hidden numerical codes behind our world. In this video, it is all about what will happen next to our world. In our everyday lives, a lot of interactions happens where emerging patterns and codes begins to form and has connections. He started the predictions and calculations regarding the lunar eclipse, which once that supernatural and now routinely predicted through the power of the code, followed by the pattern of blocks, even the rock, paper, scissors game, and the exact location where the huge ball could fall, and a lot of examples the professor showed. But the most intriguing in this video, what was code can say about our future. Otoy, naniniwala siya na lahat na nangyayari dito sa society natin or sa mundo natin has a pattern, code, and connections as well. And as he showed to the video, even the simplest things has a pattern, even our simple interaction with other people, we don't just realize the pattern and codes that we had, because we thought that in every incident or activity that we encountered, it's just randomly happen or suddenly happen. But he proves that it has patterns and codes, as he showed an example when he throws 2 sticks in the river and let it flow while calculating the direction of both sticks. But as I've realized upon watching this scenario, even though we had those patterns and codes, predictions that the professor stated, we can still predict what exactly will happen to our future. We may predict, but we can't assure what exactly will it be. Like what happened to those sticks. The red stick, yung red stick na nag-stop siya sa pagflow because merong barrier dun sa and yung isang stick naman, yung white stick, nag-continue siya sa pagflow until it reaches the end. As I've reflected on this scenario, our fate can be predicted, but not exactly what will happen to our future. There was chaos he was talking about in our fate, like simple incidents that happen in our lives, and also it is not just random happen, it is pattern and codes. It seems unpredictable, but it is predictable because of the numbers and codes and patterns that it contains. For the professor, those patterns and codes can be calculated and predicted, but our future, yung future natin, hindi siya na-predict ng mga codes na yun, kasi tayo yung gumagawa ng mismong path, tayo yung gumagawa ng future natin, tayo yung gumagawa ng sarili nating paths, tayo yung gumagawa ng sarili nating daan sa araw-araw nating buhay. We are the writer of our own story. Tayo yung gumagawa ng decisions for our own sake and para mag-gain din tayo. So, why do we need to know those codes and predictions? It can be our guide, but not our future. The professor also stated that we don't know what will happen for the next days, next weeks, months, and years. Yung professor na rin yung nagsabi na hindi natin kayang i-predict yung pwedeng mangyari sa bukas, sa isang araw, sa mga susunod na taon, sa susunod na linggo, and so on. Those codes and patterns are just calculations and predictions and have a connection on what will happen in our future. Our past, present, and future are connected to each other. Those codes may help us, but they can predict what will happen exactly on the next events. We find our own ways to our future, and not those codes can indicate what will happen to us. Mathematics, and as much as we don't acknowledge that fact, we always thought that math has no significance in our life. Pero nagkakamali tayo kasi yung math played an important role in our life, and yung math kasi is very vital din in our society. Parang hindi natin kaya mabuhay nang walang math. Kasi isipin na lang natin na yung if hindi natin sobrang hindi na-appreciate nung mga scientists and ng mga ancestors natin yung mathematics, wala tayo sa kinaroroonan natin ngayon. Wala yung madaling buhay na na-experience natin ngayon. Wala yung mga technological advancement na yan. Wala yung mga infrastructures na yan. Wala yung mga magagandang building. Wala yung magagandang bahay na yan. And dahil sa sobrang dami nating misconception regarding math, hindi natin na-appreciate yung totoong beauty na meron yung math and kung ano yung purpose ng math sa society natin. But as we think deeper and go deeper, kapag in-appreciate natin na sobra yung math, marirealize natin na yung math is everywhere. Andyan lang sa paligid natin yung math na hindi lang natin nakikita, pero nag-e-exist yan. Gaya nung sa mga codes and patterns na sinabi dun sa last na yung sa mga predictions, di ba? Through calculation, nakakalculate niya yung mga possible na pwedeng mangyari sa society natin at mga bagay na possible na mangyari sa atin. Kaya yung math played an important role in our society. So, kung hindi natin ma-appreciate yung math, walang mangyayari sa atin. Sa mentality natin na yung math mahirap, walang kinalaman sa buhay natin, walang mangyayari sa buhay natin. May stuck tayo sa situation and sa pag-iisip na ganun. Kasi nga, di ba, gaya din sasabi din sa pangatlong topic, na yung the way na mag-isip tayo is nakaka-apekto dun sa kaya nating sa gagawin natin. Like parang pag inisip natin na mahirap yung math, mahirap nga yung math. Pero if we truly appreciate math and gusto natin yung ginagawa natin and naniniwala tayo na magagawa natin yung isang bagay and magagawa natin isang bagay and hindi magiging mahirap yung math, at the same time, math can help you appreciate things that you would not otherwise notice about the world. We try to appreciate the math and discover new things pa siguro kasi yung math is sobrang lawak niya, sobrang complex niya. Marami pa tayong pwedeng magawa and marami pa tayong pwedeng mabago sa society natin through math. And maniwala lang tayo na kaya natin gawin yung mga bagay-bagay kasi sabi nga dun sa third topic natin na if you believe that you can, you are going to do